Thank you for joining us for another episode of Talk4Ten. Today we're out with community leader and councilwoman Trasa Cobern, and we are out at Six Stones. What is the story behind Six Stones?
Absolutely. So I'm the Chief Development Officer, which is just the fancy word for saying fundraiser. So I help keep the lights on, so that we can do the work that we do. And we're a nonprofit that works in poverty alleviation. So we help people of low and meager means to thrive in multiple ways. The name, it doesn't tell anything about what we do, so it's a funny name, but it actually comes from these 6 stones that are in the courtyard at Cross City Church in Euless.
Okay.
And in the early 2000s, that church was $6 million in debt, and they were about to have to close their doors, and they were a 100-year-old church. So they did a campaign, and every time they paid off $1 million, they put a person-sized stone in the courtyard.
Wow.
And within 2 years, they had paid off the full amount, and it was shocking to everybody.
Yeah.
And so that they had extra money. They called it the miracle, and they had extra money from the miracle that they just had put in a bank account and weren't sure what they were going to do with it. And then 4 families came to the church, and they'd had a fire in a nearby apartment complex, and they asked for help. And the church had put a bunch of financial rules in place so that they wouldn't go back into debt. Mm-hmm. And part of the rules were going to keep them from helping these families. And the pastor was horrified. He was like, we are the church. We're supposed to help. And he stayed up all night, prayed about it. And the next morning, he came to our first executive director. He handed him keys to the building across the street and said, I have $280,000 in a bank account that you're going to go create a nonprofit with to help families like these in our community. And so that was the first group of families that we helped. And then we also repaired homes for local families in that early period, just with Euless. And then Hurst, Bedford, and Grapevine came on as partners. And now we repair homes for families in all of those cities. And we've repaired over 900 homes so far.
Wow, that is incredible. And when did this actually?
That happened in the early 2000s. We were incorporated in 2009.
Okay. And so since that time, how many families would you think that you've touched?
Oh, gosh. Our food pantry has served over 250,000 people.
Wow.
And so we've served a lot of people. And we just built a new building. The building we're in right now is just a year old. And since we built this new building, we have almost doubled the number of individuals that we're serving on an annual basis.
And if they didn't have you, they would be lost. They wouldn't have anything.
Right. And there's smaller food pantries out there, but like our food pantry, one of the neat things about it, and we'll walk through it in a little bit, but one of the neat things is that we provide fresh fruits and vegetables. Nice. We provide meat and milk and things like that a lot of food pantries aren't able to provide.
That is incredible. So what would one need in order to qualify to get help here?
A lot of our qualifications are self-qualifications. So if they come to us and they say they need help, we do keep some information about people, but it's really more for like our partner Tarrant Area Food Bank keeps demographic information and things like that, but that's not qualifying. We kind of, we're faith-based, right. And so we really feel like if you come to a food pantry, you really need the help.
Right. Right. And one more thing, do you have any events that are going on in the future that we can make people come out here and see the facility?
Yeah, absolutely. So we have a couple of things. We do have our CPR, which is Community Powered Revitalization. That's our home repair program. It's coming up on October 17th and 18th. And that's a Friday and a Saturday. And we usually draw about 800 volunteers for that between the 2 days. And anybody who can hold a paintbrush or a hammer, we can find a place to put you. It's not skilled labor for the most part. We hire the skilled labor who do like the roofs and siding and things like that. But most of it's painting or building a fence or doing landscaping, things like that. And you can come and volunteer for that. Or on Friday morning, October 17th, we have a great tour that we do here. And we actually will walk through the building, show them what we do here, and then we'll actually take them out to the home homes, and they can see the homes being fixed in progress.
Wow.
So it's a really incredible tour to come out and see. So if people wanted to come just view it and kind of find out what we do, that's a great day to do that.
And do they have to apply to be a volunteer or something in
Yes,
advance?
yes. Okay. So that's on our website. It is www.sixstones.org, and the 6 is a number, /CPR.
Okay. And so we're going to go out here and we're going to tour and let you guys see what exactly they've got going on here.
So this is this is dedicated to Betty Shepard. She was our the first volunteer who ran the New Hope Center.
Wow.
And so it's named after her when we moved into this building. And so we have her award that she received from us, and her Bible, and some quotes and things like that from Betty Shepard.
So was she from the church?
She was from the church, yes. So she was actually the mother of our first executive director, Scott Shepard.
Oh.
But she ran this part of the nonprofit, and Scott didn't really he didn't really interfere with Mom. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So, but yeah, she was from the church, and she used to roll things across across Industrial Boulevard. They used to roll clothing and food across to the building back when it wasn't so busy. And,
wow.
now, if you try to do that, you'd probably be killed.
Yeah,
so
it wouldn't work out for you.
Dangerous, exactly.
This is so nice. And then you've got the coolers back there that you have
so
the
we
meat and everything in.
We have the refrigerators and freezers, and it's just
which is just
pretty
another added touch, right?
And so this is the word welcome in as many languages as we could find that are spoken at home in HEBISD. There are 97 languages in 114 dialects that are spoken in this district.
Wow.
So, so we wanted people to feel welcome in their own languages when they came here, because this area is like the modern Ellis Island. You know, people land at DFW, and then they settle in the areas right nearby. So like Irving and Euless are two of the most diverse cities in the country.
That is incredible. I never would have thought that.
Yeah.
And again, it's just an extra touch that you can relate that this is your coming into. It's almost like home.
It's trying to give people a little bit of sense of family and love that we have. And
you also have food for the animals?
Yeah, so when we can provide that, we do. We do have sometimes diapers and formula and things like that, but that's not a major component of our food pantry.
Right.
But when we can get them, we do that. And then this is our food pantry warehouse. And so we're currently doing a food drive with the school district, and so we've got a lot of food stuff just sitting out at the moment.
And so do any times like the school districts reach out and say, hey, I know a family that just lost something, can you help them out?
Absolutely. We'll have families who have fires, we have families who have been evicted, and they'll reach out to us and ask us questions, if we can help them. And we usually our answer is yes, and then we try to figure out how we're going to do that,
Right.
So that's just the way we work around here. We try to say yes and then make it happen. This side is our home repair program, so you can see we have caulk and paint and gloves and all kinds of stuff that's out here, and then 100 ladders and just anything anybody needs to fix a home, we've got it. And we pride ourselves on being a plug and play volunteer experience. So basically, you come and we provide everything that you need at the site. So we provide breakfast, we provide lunch, we provide snacks, we provide all the equipment, the gloves. If you want to bring your own gloves, you can bring your own gloves, but we'll have gloves there as well. And we'll have all the materials that you need to serve the house. So yeah, this is really great. And then the other side is actually our school-based initiatives. So it's all the stuff we do with schools. So we've got lots of toys, we've got lots of school supplies, backpacks, things like that on this side of the warehouse. And so the toys are obviously for Christmas.
Right.
We serve about 3,300 kids at Christmas. And
wow, that's incredible.
Yeah, so we've got all these things here, and we're expecting we'll get a big delivery from Mattel at the end of October that we end up using for our Christmas projects as well. This has all of our programs here on the wall.
Yeah.
So the ones I haven't talked about are our Momentum and Momentum Generations programs. That's our mentoring programs.
Okay.
So Momentum is for adults, and then Momentum Generations is for at-risk youth in the at-risk high schools in 3 different districts.
Okay.
So we serve in HEB ISD, Grapevine Colleyville, and Birdville ISD.
So I hope you enjoyed this episode. I know that we did. We got to find out some more information about Six Stones. And please go to the website and get information. If you want to come out here on October the 17th or 18th, they'll be more than happy to put you to work. So make sure that you like, subscribe, and get those notifications.